Hi, my name is Sarah Cooksey, and here I am going to present Showing Cattle 101 to you. Showing cattle is a hobby that kids in 4-H and FFA can participate in. It benefits the whole world in aspects of food and hunger, but it also helps them raise money. There is a whole process done every year from picking out the steer to working with it all summer. It is taken to fair to be shown and then sold to people to eat. They can eat it themselves or it could be taken to a grocery store. It is a great way to promote agriculture as well as learn about the hard work and dedication of kids. This is another summary of Showing Cattle, and this is a picture of my sister showing at the Colorado State Fair just this year. How to pick out a show animal. Imagine being in a pasture full of baby calves. It seems like it would be hard to narrow down to just down to one of the options for which one is the best. And which one can stay this good at fair, which is almost a year away. We look for good bone structure first. If it is a cripple or has bad knees, most of the time it won't live until fair anyway, since it won't be able to walk. Most of its feed will automatically turn into fat in its body. That obviously makes less quality of meat. It has to have good muscle. Muscle is what we eat from the steers. So when you see those calves from behind and they have a wide rear end, you might hear the term thick, and this is what we're looking for. You want a good thick steer. You also want it to have a good attitude. If the calf takes a long time to halter break or is just a pain, it might be hard to choose him because it will be hard to calm him down to go into the show ring. If they are nice, it'll be easier to work with and show. They need to be around 16 months at fair time, so they'll be 8 months old when they are picked out. Crossbred cattle usually do the best because they use all of the best features from all the other breeds and they just make them to be the best. They make like a power animal out of them. Some breeds include Shorthorn, Maine Anjou, Charolais, and Hereford. This is a picture of a baby calf that we were looking at last fall for a potential show heifer next year. Now caring for the show animal. Every day in the summertime, people who show cattle get up early, feed them, and bring them into a barn. A series of events happens in the barn, and then at night they get taken back to their pens and get fed again. It is time-consuming yet rewarding. The first thing you do when you bring them into the barn is wash it. Some days you use soap and other times you don't because it could dry out their hair. They get regular human shampoo and sometimes special cow shampoo. After they are clean, you comb them and brush them. You sometimes put a special spray on them that boosts their hair growth called Clean Sheen. After this, you blow dry them until their hair is dry and looks fresh and silky. You walk the steers every day, either before you put them in the barn or afterward. They get their exercise by doing this and playing in their pens at night. When you walk them with the halter, it gets them ready for when they're in the show ring, when they're on the halter. They get fed morning and night with hay and grain. In the grain mix there is corn, cottonseed hulls, and a lot of other stuff. They can get fed grass or alfalfa hay. Oh. This is a picture of me with my steer in our barn. He was obviously really tame. I had just been leading him and he laid down and I just sat right on him. Fair time, the biggest part of it all. In the last few weeks of July or the beginning of August, fair season begins. All summer you work really hard for this, so it is nerve-wracking but also really fun. Once you have the steers in the barn at fair, you have to prepare them for the show ring. All summer long you have been making their hair grow and be thick. This is so you can use paint and glue to make their legs look bigger and more appealing to the judges. In the show ring, this is a very important part. After they are all dolled up, you take them to the show ring and parade them around. The judge places them. Eventually, you could get to the champion drive and win grand champion, which is the best of the best. You have to win your class, and win your division and then make it to that. The day of the sale is hard because it is full of goodbyes, but it's the time to take the animal to the auction ring so it can be sold. If you get Grand Champion, you will get more money, so that's why people are so competitive with this, because they want to get Grand Champion and then maybe make some money back. At our county fair this year, the Grand Champion steer brought like $15,000, when mine brought around $5,000, so that's just kind of the price comparison. It is then butchered and turned into meat for people to eat. Also, I have some fun facts about cattle. There are over 1 billion cattle in the world. They have 4 stomachs. Cattle are red and green colorblind, and cattle are sacred in India. Here are some of the cows that I was looking at this summer, and this shows me getting my steer ready, and this is me showing my steers. It's different, but it's a lot of fun. There's a lot to learn about when showing cattle. It is hard work, but is rewarding in the end. People involved in agriculture enjoy this hobby because it is fun and a competitive way to promote beef and what farmers do. It builds tradition and excellence in family lifestyle. Thank you, and I hope you learned a lot about showing cattle. It's a lot of fun. Thank you.